What up, y'all? Tap in, tap in. You tuning into the Real N Word Growth and Development Show. I'm your host with the most, your boy Dub. I'm known as Goon by y'all in other parts of the world, y'all. Tap in. I want to kick it with y'all for a minute. You know, when y'all come in the building, make sure y'all hit that like button, that subscribe button, and hit the bell notification so y'all know when I'm dropping these videos. And share this to someone that you think might benefit from this other than yourself. Tap in, y'all. I want to kick it with y'all for a minute. It's like 5:30 in the morning over here, man. I'm in the park trying to get to real quick before I start my day. But y'all, I wanted to kick it to y'all about this, man. You gotta move. You gotta move like the finished version, man. Huh? You gotta move like the finished version that you're trying to become. I'm sorry. What you see in your head, the vision of yourself, your future self, you got to start moving like it now. The way you talk, your routines, everything. You have to start moving like it now. Every little thing. You need to write out what your future self look like, act like, walk like, talk like, all of that. And you have to start moving just like that. You heard? And it's not no fake it till you make it. It's just that once you start moving like that, you start to become it. Huh? It's as simple. It's simple. You know? You want to be more of a healthy person that you see in the future? You know what that means then. You got to be really on your health journey. You got to not just be on it just to lose weight. You on it as a lifestyle change. Huh? You saying like, yo, right now, I see my future self being successful. So an 8-figure person talks like this. An 8-figure person is more knowledgeable. You know what I'm saying? Eight-figure person don't use certain words all the time to try to describe, or he's finding different words to describe a certain situation, or just talking. You know what I mean? You're not so much and you know, you know what I'm saying? So what that means, you got to start reading more. You got to start looking at more words in the dictionary and whatnot and knowing the meanings and stuff like that and implementing that in your language. Start to really talk different. You heard? If you have a problem, if you know being a certain way, like I'm be an 8-figure person and I'm going to have to talk and demand attention when I do talk. You may want to take a public speaking class. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving out examples of every little thing that you're saying that future self is. You have to start moving like it now. Like, yo, if you like, yo, I want to be dressed in a certain way. It's kind of like, is it in a nutshell? It's reinventing yourself, B. Huh? That's what reinventing yourself is, man. Real talk. You gotta move like the finished product, man. You know? And it is what it is, yo. For real. Because that's the problem when you look at it, right? Nothing changes if nothing changes. Period. So, on the flip side of that is when you change stuff up, things start to change up. You get different when you start to do different. Stop me when I'm lying. You know what I mean? Stop doing a certain thing that you thought was hindering you, and you start to see after a certain period of time you don't even know why you was doing it in the first place. you can't even go back to it in the first place, even if you thought that that's what you wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Like if you was a overeater and whatnot, or you was a person who like, you pig out. Once you get on your health journey and you stop doing that, before you know it, those pig out days, you don't even be wanting to do it no more. You may be dumb hungry, you'll eat something and then that'll be it. And then just try, you'll wind up forcing yourself to try to do that shit. Now, I remember, man, I used to get a pizza and get busy, son. Huh? Stop me when I'm lying. I'll get a pizza, yo, and easily knock down 4 Jones. Easily. Can't even do that now, yo. I don't even have to, I don't even crave to even do that. I don't even want to do shit like that. Word. It comes down to that even with certain habits that I used to do, man. I can't even see myself doing it. Like, yeah, sometimes I get a craving to do it, but not to indulge crazy in it, you heard? Because I see myself just doing more and doing stuff like that. So in the meantime, in between time, I'm putting all those practices into use right now. You know what I mean? For real, for real. Now I ain't perfect, and I ain't even got them all down. It's small steps. You just gotta keep taking those small steps, but you gotta know what they are though. You can't just be freestyling. You know what I mean? Because when you don't write things down and know what it actually is and pinpoint what it is, that's a part of the laser focus. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have, that's like doing construction without no blueprint. You know what I mean? You can start working and whatnot, but when you have a blueprint, you won't miss out on things. You'll build a whole house and forgot to pull the main feeders for the electric. You done wired up every room and whatnot, but you forgot to pull the feed from the telephone pole to the house. Huh? Stop me when I'm lying. That's why you need to write things down. That's your blueprint. You know what I'm saying? And with blueprints, it got schedules. You know what I mean? It got specs. So you know what you know, you got a time frame and you know what you need to do in order to accomplish this certain task that you're implementing in your life. You know what I'm saying? If you're a person, you want to become like a weapon. You think like, yo, I want to be a weapon. In the next 5 to 10 years, I should be a weapon. That means I'm focused. My vocabulary different. You know what I'm saying? My workout game is on. I haven't picked up a skill on not learning, not doing some type of fighting, but knowing how to defend yourself even iller. You know what I'm saying? I done took a class or something. Maybe I done learned a new language. You know what I mean? I done really got on my travel thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to conferences, meeting new people. I'm learning the new skill. Huh? Because I'm telling you, right now, what you doing is gonna be how you doing stuff in a couple of years, man. 5 years from now is gonna reflect what you're doing right now. It's just like when you eating crap. A couple of years from now, you're gonna see all that stuff you was eating affected. Everything counts, big baby. Huh? Everything counts, yo. So at the end of the day, man, you gotta write that joint down. Straight up. People have vision boards. People write shit down. You know what I mean? And don't get caught up in the analysis paralysis neither. Because that's easy to do too. You'll get on YouTube University and just keep watching and watching, getting inspired. But meanwhile, in between while, you're not even doing nothing. Huh? Go and do. It's all right. It's all right to go and do something that you don't know all the things about it, and it's all right to even mess up. You gotta fail and fail early, fail fast, so you can fail forward. Stop me when I'm lying, yo. It's mad stuff that I did that, you know what I mean, I ain't know what I was doing, yo. I ain't gonna hold you up, but I knew I wanted to do it. I had a general basics of what to do, but it wasn't so intricate. And I still went and did it. And, you know, for the most part, I made the needle move. And that right there lets you know if you got something or not. You heard? You know, like, damn, now all I got to do is own in on this right here and get more knowledgeable and keep putting what you learn to practice so you know that what you're learning is what it is. Huh? Like, for real. Put it into practice, and next thing you know, you turn around 30 to 60 days for putting action behind the words. You start be like, yo, you start seeing progress. And that's one thing about us humans. Once we start seeing progress, we be going all in, man. So that's the thing about it, man. Don't get caught up on the other side where you start talking so much and start looking at things so much that cheap dopamine makes you feel like you did it already. You know what I'm saying? That's why you can't be around big talkers. You can't be around these big talkers that always talking this game and never doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because for one, you start being like that. And for two, if you even dealing with them trying to do something with them, you just going to waste your time because that's what they do. They waste people's time, big baby. Huh? For real, yo. So just think about it. Yo, today is May 31st. Tomorrow's June. Going to be June 1st, right? It's going 6 months of the year went down. What have you done? Huh? What system has you implemented? What system has you formed? Huh? 6 months in the year done pass. Where you at with it? This right here is either the little pat on the back so you can keep going, or it's a kick in your ass to be like, wake up. Which side of the coin you on? At the end of the day, whatever side of the coin you on, doing the knowledge and knowing what side of the coin you on going to speak volumes for you, because at least you doing an evaluation check. That's the problem. When you lost, you just walking around like a mummy and you not even knowing what's going on. You in the daze. But you, like, before, I had a video talking about it was 120 days in and start doing a check. You know what I'm saying? Now it's 6 months. Where we at with it, big baby? Huh? Where we at with it? Huh? So I know myself and shit, you know, 6 months ago, my credit was shot. You know what I mean? It's really on the decline now. Now I'm getting mad offers and I'm accepting a couple of cards. You know what I mean? My funding potential done went up. So I could buy this next property and whatnot and put my guys to work. You know what I mean? I done learned the new skill with actually my side hustle right now. It done gave me a couple of more dollars and I got a couple more contracts. You know what I'm saying? I've been putting that work in at the gym, you know? Getting to it, staying on top, more organized in the lab, you know what I'm saying? Word, on top of my bills, got a whole schedule list, making sure, like, I don't even realize, you know, the bills ain't as taxing when you have it all laid out. And you be like, oh, this week right here, such and such, such and such, such and such. Boom, I put them on auto pay. No more of that, nah, I don't do auto pay because they might take that little money and I may need it. That means you not trying to pay it. Huh? When you gotta be more organized, man. Being organized, organization kills the devil, man. Facts. Because, you know what I mean, all that chaos and whatnot, you can't move and groove. You don't know what you're doing. You just winging it. We not wing stop over here, man. Everything is calculated and we move it on intentionality and urgency. You know what I mean? Life ain't short. We make it short. Stop me when I'm lying. Huh? For real, for real. You know what I mean? I ain't get up here and talk to y'all in a minute, man. I've been, like I said, man, life been lifing and the world be whirling. you know. So I'm definitely gonna make sure I'm making my business to get up here and kick it with y'all a little more. I mean, back like how we used to. But you know, doing this stuff right here, man. Not all the time I got something to say to y'all, and I just don't want to get up here and be kicking BS, man. Then I don't, it is what it is, you heard? But y'all know what it is, man. I know that we all want to hear a word because it helps. You know what I'm saying? It helps. This thing about it, it's just like when you listening to, you know, certain things or watching certain things, it takes effect on you, man. Whether it's good or bad. So you want to implement more positive stuff that you're looking at because it keeps the gas in the tank. Smell me? But then, you always got to mix a little bit of that ratchetness in there because life is about a balance too, you know? So you got to choose accordingly. You dig? So, guys, that's my video for today, man. Hope you guys like the content. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Share this joint to someone you think might benefit from this other than yourself. But just realize, guys, if you mess with me, hit the like button because it circulate the video, man. You know what I'm saying? When you don't like it, then it's just tucked in the dark and whatnot. And, put it out there. You know what I mean? Let's put the work on the block, man. For real, for real. Like, it's enough of the Diddy and the Remy talk, man. Let's get to it as a people, man. Word. Let's get to it. Everybody who's on some different type of stuff, man. Let's get to it. Like, that's how you know, man. Like I said before, man, the entertaining part, man, everybody want to be entertained and laugh and whatnot. That's one of the first things of human nature is that we tend to that. We always want to be having pleasure and we like to avoid pain. Sometimes that truth is something you just don't want to hear. You know what I mean? People just be like, nah, man, I ain't trying to hear all that. Yeah, because you trying to hear all that other crap that ain't doing nothing for you. That's keeping you stuck, keeping you in a sunken place, big baby. Huh? So if you that type of person, you don't need to come over here anyway, man. Word, because as I realized, man, can't help everybody. You really can't. You really can't help everybody. And that ain't your job to be helping everybody. That's actually a thing that kind of hinders people. Trying to help people, trying to change people. That messes you up. You gotta just give the word. And you take it for what you want to take it for, man. Word. Like, that's what it is, man. For real, for real. I'm not out here trying to change the world, change nobody, man. Just like when people who rock with it, will rock with it. And salute to you who rocking with it. You know what I mean? And if you don't want to rock with it, if you don't like this type of stuff, then, that's your prerogative, man. But guess what? You know what I mean? I'm moving and grooving. That's that, man. Because I done seen a lot of world and I seen with just partaking in too much BS and just noticing a lot of stuff is purposely put out here to distract us. Purposely, so you won't get to it. They don't want you getting to it. That's a fact. If you realize that, you'll want to get to it. They don't want us getting to it, man. They want us going through it. Huh? Stop me when I'm lying. You heard? And it's another thing, man. I know I was going to, hold on, let me say one more thing, man. Yo, don't you know this is the reason why you got to elevate and keep moving out here and doing new things and exploring new grounds. Because when it comes to haters and all that stuff like that, it's always somebody you know. Huh? I don't know if it's a black thing. I don't know if it's a human thing. You heard? I don't know if it's just a New York thing, but it's always somebody you know. It's never this nobody you don't know. Like usually you'll think it's somebody you don't know who just don't know you and don't like how you know what I mean, you walk or how you talk or whatever like that, or maybe how you dress, or I don't know. It's just something about you. Be like, nah, I don't like that dude. I just don't. But no, the real haters come from people, the majority, put it like that. The majority of your haters come from people you know. Facts. That's why a lot of people, if you look at it, be liking celebrities that they don't know. Loving them. Don't even know them. Be wishing them happy birthday. How many of y'all know somebody that be wishing Chris Brown and Drake happy birthday?